I'm really honored to put together, what I think is a collective to-do list, adding my voice to the many thousands of voices that have such great ambition and momentum towards the 2030 agenda. As I said earlier, the UN Global Compact brings together 15,000 businesses in over 160 countries, as well as 69 local-based networks, to ensure that corporate action is aligned to the SDGs. But at this point in time, a to-do list has to be ambitious, it has to be bold, and it has to reflect urgency. We're in the middle of a global pandemic, we're at a stage where the SDGs are off track, and we're at the time when private sector truly has a key role to play in driving forward this agenda. So our to-do list really looks at how we can catalyze collective action and business resources to change the world trajectory. So I have 5 points on my to-do list that I'm just gonna go through. The first is about ambition. The private sector has to be ambitious. It has to be courageous. It has to demonstrate bold leadership as well as set bold targets. Without that, the private sector won't fully be able to unleash all it can do to drive forward on this agenda. We invite more private sector partners to join us and join our frameworks around delivering on the Sustainable Development Goals. So that's my first. The second piece for me on the private sector really relates to climate. We are in the middle of an existential crisis. I think we see it every day. Yet businesses also recognize that one of the biggest disruptions to business has been the climate crisis. So businesses do need to take the climate crisis seriously. Businesses do need to set science-based targets to mitigate. Businesses also need to look forward on issues such as adaptation and resilience and biodiversity and nature-based solutions, and be sure that businesses are not taking away from our future, but really looking at how to regenerate a sustainable business trajectory for us. My third piece for business is to take a critical look at gender equality. Business will not succeed with only half the world, either as its customers, as its business leaders, or as its shapers and influencers. The business case, but why do you need a business case for gender equality? It's actually more of a moral issue. You cannot succeed with only half a team holding up half the sky or trying to clap with one hand. Business does need to take a serious look at gender equality and make sure that issues such as the gender pay gap, which stands at a staggering, 260 years to bring at par, are addressed. Business really does need to look at gender in all of its areas. The fourth thing for me in business is to engage young people, and to engage young people strategically in a meaningful way and one that drives forward an agenda for the future. I think it's critical to have young people as decision makers, as leaders, as well as thought shapers for the role of business going forward. My fifth is for businesses to really look at how they can critically engage with the Sustainable Development Agenda. 17 goals is large, but businesses need to look at this in a materiality way. Where can business have an impact? Where can business be bold? Where can business set targets? But most importantly, business needs to be credible. That is my to-do list for business. Thank you very much.